And we're live. We are live. Good day, South Africa. Sorry about that. We are so sorry about that.
Some technical difficulties there.
Difficulties. It is a happy Tuesday, the 13th of October. The time is 10 minutes past 12. This is the Melville Rush. My name is Siyo, and I'm here with Wona the Great.
That's me, girlfriend. How are you? How are you? How are you?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I couldn't have been better. I couldn't have been better at all.
It's a great day. The sun is out. I feel like we're gonna have some fun today. You know, that is our goal. We need to have fun today. And yeah, can we get straight into it?
Definitely.
Is there anything you want to add?
Not even. Just that we are live on ilovemarvel.live.
We are.
And we're bringing you the best. Apologies for the delay.
Yes.
But yeah, we have a fun-filled lineup to come. I mean, we have your icebreakers, we have the quote of the day, we have Minnie's baby and the godmother. Woo! People are gonna want to
makeup. We're talking about hair. Celebrity news. We're talking about traditional food. We're talking about healthy eating and exercising. So yeah.
And when is the right time to get married?
Yes, definitely that as well. Straight into it. The quote of today. I took this from the Law of Attraction on Twitter. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process.
I believe in that. I definitely believe in that because wow, it's not really easy to trust the process
and be patient.
You know, because patience is a virtue. You know, there used to be a friend of mine.
Come to those who wait.
My friend used to say, when a patience is a virtue, I'm like, what does this go? I'm just gonna call her patience and her daughter's going to be virtue. Like, she's on my case. Like, I do understand that there are those moments that we get frustrated in the process, and it's not the easiest. But you know, it's everything is for the appointed time. I mean, my favorite verse in the Bible, actually, it's Habakkuk 2 verse 3, and it says, the vision is for an appointed time.
Amen.
So wait for it. Surely it shall come. You know, and when it comes, it will speak and it will not lie. Surely it will reach its end. So I'm a big believer when it comes to that.
It will come, you know, your time will come, even though you're 40 years old, even though you're 50 years old, it will come. Then when it comes, it's going to be like you were never in the dark, or you were never waiting. You know, it's definitely a beautiful time.
Definitely.
Yeah. So please trust the process. Be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Your time is coming. That is one thing I want to tell you guys. Your time is coming. Just trust in the Lord.
Trust in the process, my girl. And I think it's something that our parents sometimes they don't really remind us, you know, because they wanting to go according to their schedule and what they had planned for you. But sometimes our parents' plans are not necessarily the plans that God has for us, you know. So sometimes it gets so difficult to say, you know what, Mama, andifuni yenza lento, but you know, at the same time, Mama, ndifuna ukwenza lento, you know, and it just becomes a thing where when will society ever understand that at the end of the day, it's up to you and what you believe you can actually achieve in this life, because it's no use in some people telling you that, okay, you know what, you can do this, then you do that. No. It's literally, you need to trust in the process. And you need to be patient. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to be, you know, vigilant in your vision, and you must have that form of resilience, because you know the process, as I said, the climb is not easy, guys. You know, and to have a sustainable, you know, future, sustainable, you know, legacy that you leave behind, patience must be a virtue. And it's just those things that, you know, at the end of the day, you kind of need to, you know, work through. And there are so many support groups out there, even in our workplaces.
Yeah.
There are some people that you can reach out to. Obviously, there are some people that not everyone is going to be for you.
Yes,
That's another thing that people must just understand.
We spoke about that yesterday. Not everyone is for you.
Not everyone will be for you, your vision, your dream, everything that you're working towards. But at the end of the day, that resilience will get you through the process, and it will get you to your due season. So yeah, for me, I'm just like, I wait. Yeah.
Just wait, guys. Wait. Trust the process, trust in the Lord, trust in the universe. Whatever you believe in, just trust in it. Your time will definitely come. Now we all know Minnie Dlamini Jones is pregnant. She is expecting a little baby. And she revealed over the weekend that she is carrying a baby boy, and the baby boy should be coming to the world anytime soon. So it was a baby shower over the weekend. It happened in Durban.
It was lovely. Gorgeous. The pictures.
She was wearing a white dress. The theme was blue and white. It was gorgeous. She looked gorgeous. She is glowing. Listen, it's gorgeous. She's beautiful.
Doing the thing.
But now, I think what people don't know is that Sean Kize is the godmother.
Mam Kize. Yo, I even just got goosebumps. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
I couldn't have asked for a better godmother than, that's like assurance. Insurance that, what, life cannot, as a child, I don't think.
Is in good hands.
You can't fail. That baby can't fail. Do you know the pressure? The baby's not even born yet. Your mom is already Minnie Dlamini. Yeah. Your dad is, Mr. Jones. And then godmother, mom, kid. What else do you want in this lifetime? That's it. Like, I can't.
The baby can't ask for anything.
Like, if they go off course, I don't know. The gods know. Oxford or Harvard. I but you never know what the child's what they'll choose as their path. That's another thing as much as it's just like Beyonce's and Jay-Z's children, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. What if the other one wants to be a priest? Okay, that would make sense because Kanye West wanted to be a pastor.
But maybe what if they want to be a doctor?
Something, but they have to. But do you understand? They have to be the best at what they do, because everyone surrounding that child is the best, the greatest, in fact, at what they do. So, when I saw that, I was just like,
I remember Minnie Dlamini being my role model when I was growing up. So that child has to do the most.
That one, I think there must be some time where they dedicate some sort of a but we never know how life turns out, and I feel at this point we're just happy for Minnie Dlamini. We are all shook.
But I thought she was gonna get a girl.
No, but now what's gonna what's gonna be a challenge here, and I want to see it play out, is the fact that I want to see now when that child starts going further than far. Are they sometimes, some people, when they like get into a family, because now this child will be a part of Mam Kize's family.
Yes, definitely.
Pressure. Even though the child is like very younger than him, there are those things that the child could just be like the next Einstein.
Yeah.
But I guess Wandile also is doing really well in his soccer, and his music. I was listening to his Gom song. I was just like,
good?
You should see.
You worked with the Distraction Boys.
Distraction Boys was there. Mayo, I'll get his name.
Please.
And Mayo Deno, I'll get his name. But it really, that song, like. Even Somizi was the choreographer.
Oh, wow.
You need to check it out. Like,
and
it's
the music video also out, because I
gave music
on the
video.
reality TV show they were working on the music video.
Music video
is out.
It's like on point, on a cruise.
Oh, wow.
So Cape Town, mansions, G-Wagons following each other, and it's Jonga. Mam Kize, she doesn't just do small things.
No, she can't.
So I'm really happy that, she could also be a part of another, baby boy's life and contribute and take him further, because I really believe in that. As much as she's one of the parents I kind of look up to, because she's there for her children. She is like, yes. So I mean, there'll be times maybe Umini will be like busy or away, but now having Umamkize as eye assurance, baby boy, disappoint the
but I didn't know they close Mini Dlamini and Mamkiza.
I was shook as well.
I was also shook because I thought the godmother would probably Unat Sengan, they're pretty close.
They are, but Kengoku,
they all close.
I think they're all one squad. But Kengoku, I think as a grandma, as a godmother, that's something like a grandmother who's still groovy. So I think Unati Anelamdota more of her friends. So they're like the aunts. Mam Kiza is more like the Ndungu mama. Makhulu,
Okay.
Do you understand? So I feel like I don't think they would have gone, in terms of they're not at that grandmother stage, I should think, because so they could be the auntlets and god auntlets, and all of that. So I definitely, definitely, yeah.
But I mean, if the baby boy doesn't venture into the entertainment industry, then there's no pressure.
There isn't.
I don't want him to feel pressure, because you said Auntie Lena is doing the whole grom thing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Also out there. I mean, she was a role model when we were growing up.
Sports.
Yeah, well, Quentin Jones, that's also behind the scenes somewhere. So I hope the baby doesn't get any pressure when he grows up.
But what I also like is the fact that, in everything that they do, Wona, Orland or Mini, no Mr. Jones, I feel like they're very like private. They're very discreet, so I feel like this child, even though it will be the child putting himself out there, Nomam Kiza is very business oriented and all of that. So maybe the child could head a business, or I foresee something like that. But we all know that patience is a virtue.
And it is. So we have to be patient. And
word of the day, patience is a virtue. It is definitely Mdasa. So we look forward to the great things that will be coming from there. And we wish Umini in her process going up, getting to the delivery room, and the fact that it's going to be this, everyone can't wait to see how that child's gonna come out. If it was a girl, that body,
and there was
haterade. When they throw shade unnecessarily because they know there's nothing else they can. No, but I feel like the son would be very, very, is going to be very, very, very handsome. Very, abantwana baneza kills. Those mixed children that are just like
Jones,
something, So I'm really, and obviously it's a very good mix as well.
It is.
But nendo ba ulendo, in those when you just mentioned Anelamtota no Unati. Anelamtota no Unati de Xhosa.
Yes.
So Mini is Zulu. So it kind of also makes sense that Mam Kize, because now she also knows the Indoze traditions, and she'll be able to be hands-on as well.
Because Anelamtota wouldn't exactly know what to do.
And I mean also her best friend Azola Mona, she's Xhosa. So I feel like most is like Xhosa. So it also makes sense that Umam Kize is Ulendo is the godmother. But and did you see the apparel, girl? I was just like Umhlemini, but godmother naye sana uyasgo she's salapha phandle,
and she was dressed to kill.
As usual.
As usual, she goes all out.
Regardless
of what is going on. All out.
That stylist, does the job. Ever since watching this style, I'm like, you go, Kize.
Yes, girl.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this all ties up with Indwe, yeah, quote of the day. But wait for the process. I feel like nento ka mini, mini, a lot of people don't expect people to have kids after 25 going on to 30,
yeah. And
after
also,
30.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
We all thought that she'd get pregnant as soon as she got married. But she's been married for what, 2-3 years now?
So
Yeah.
my thing is, patience is a virtue.
Yes.
Everything comes in the right time, and and for me, I feel like this is the right time
It is.
for Minnie, because she's kind of like stepped a little bit back in terms of in the industry and what she used to do. She still does some MC gigs, but it's not as hectic as she was. So I think she's also taking on that
show that plays on Mondays as well.
So she's kind of like toned down a notch, and we don't really see much of her like in at extreme events and all of that. But so it means that this was the right time for her, and it will come where she can actually also just take the time, be that mother, then bounce back.
Then bounce back to work. Yes.
Bounce back, do what she does, best. Because I know with a child also just gives you that spark again. I'm not saying she's lost it, no, but a child sometimes just gives you that inner fire that you kind of had before, to continue or to start something. So nyani, patience is a virtue. Lomdana came at the right time, and had she had the child earlier, maybe she wouldn't have really made the bond with Mam Kiza as well. Maybe it could have been, someone else. But contrary to popular belief, because some people, they take the godmother as their best friend. But in this case, you'll find that, okay, my friend is good at this, my best friend is good at this, good at that. Maybe she's not, ready as well at this time, because sometimes we can't pressurize our friends, and the people that surround us by Elendo, the pressures that we could also potentially face. So it's good to also look at the the elders for roles like this, because they're more seasoned, they're more wise, in terms,
they've done this before.
No, you can still be matured, Mdase, I think. But in the sense that you're saying, I also do understand, because you can still be matured, but you haven't experienced something.
All right.
So it's always good. I mean, if I was, and I should think this should also go for you as well. If I was a mother, and then Diti Bangu godmother, have I would also maybe like you to also have been a mother before, so that you can mentor me, because I mean, that role, it's like something someone can mentor you on, Lando ba ay ba umchinja ngakahle napkin, changing napkin kahle, but you won't think that I'm offending you, because sometimes you get those stresses, I remember this one time with my daughter. She was still young, and I'm just like, carrying her, and she was like tiny, and she only liked liquids. So this one cousin of mine, distant cousin, she comes in, doesn't even have a baby. Okay. She's like, yo, that child is so tiny. That child is so tiny.
You don't say such things.
And I didn't look at it like that, but she doesn't have a baby. I don't know why. It's your own personal business, but you just don't throw things like that.
You don't say such.
I'm also on the edge. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm getting help.
Yeah.
The child doesn't want to stop crying. You're telling me they're tiny. I'm trying to feed them. They don't want to eat. Sometimes just reserve your comments. And if it's not necessary for you to speak, then just don't, maybe sometimes, because as a parent, you get very sensitive. Sometimes, when celebrities, I understand why they hide their kids for the first months and they show like a hand or a finger. Maybe because the child sometimes doesn't come out like you in the beginning. My child, what do you go? She says, I'm like, okay, Kuyelo, this is her. But she blossomed. She blossomed. Now I tell you, when we're in the mall, people will be like, "Do you know you beautiful?" She's like, "Yes." Then she passes them. So yes, it's just those things, those dynamics. But guys, let's quickly let's quickly go to an ad break, and then we'll be back with the news headlines.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers,
all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Kindly hosted by I Love Melville, got live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet, we've got the Mamas,
Lilo's going to perform.
and Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you, there was everybody everywhere.
And we back. We're starting off with the headlines. Now at the bottom of the hour, the time is 12:30 on this beautiful 13th of my birthday month, the 10th of the year 2020. And we are live in the I Love Marvel.live studios. Let's get into it. So, Senegal protester to remain in custody. This is where Andre Pinar appeared in court on Tuesday morning for assaults, malicious damage to property, and public violence. Then we move right along to Coburg Alert Alliance accuses ESCOM of lying. Now, there's always a saga with ESCOM, but this one is talking about where the Coburg Alert Alliance is concerned about the impact of seismic activity at the Coburg nuclear plant right outside Cape Town. Peter Beck from the Coburg Alert Alliance speaks with Jane Dutton. This will come further in at the top of the hour. And then we move right along to the international headline for today. And this is in connection with the US election of 2020. Now, everyone knows that everyone's building up to this. Now, this headline says Joe Biden heads to Ohio in a bid to win over voters in Republican stronghold states. Now, Joe Biden holds campaign events in Toledo and Cincinnati in Ohio and criticizes Donald Trump for playing down the COVID threat. Now, this is very interesting. We all know that the other day, as I was reading the news, Donald Trump says he has a protective glow and he's immune to COVID. Now, I guess Joe Biden saw this as a loophole in his campaign rally, and he's taking seize the moment, seize your opportunities, seize the moment, seize the day. So Joe Biden will be out there, trying to win the people over to his side and get them to vote his way. I guess I can't say the right way because I'm not in that allegiance. But yeah, check the full news bulletin with myself, Wona, at the top of the hour. Let's go to an ad break and get right back into it with the do's and don'ts of makeup.
We're live. We are back. The time is 33 minutes past. Sorry, 33 minutes.
Girlfriend, why are you like 10 minutes behind us? I'm joking. I got you. No, my girl. It's 27 minutes to the top of the hour. I got you. Okay. Don't worry. I got your bag. I got you.
This is the Marvel Rush with Siyo, Mali, and
Wona the Great. That's the greatest. Guys, so let's go straight into the do's and don'ts of makeup. Before we go into
us into it, makeup. I don't. So I'm giving it to you.
So today, Wona, it must be there to highlight. I'm going to unpack.
Shining. Take us through it, please.
I'm highlighting myself in that same. So anyway, take a look. Okay, now I have to get back into it. So before we go into that, I just want to ask you exactly, Wona, what do you think makeup do's and don'ts are?
All right. For me, I think firstly, like we said the other day, you must know your look. You must know if you're going for a natural look, you're going for a glamour look, and also where you're going. You know, you can't be going to work with a glamour look. It has to be natural. It has to be simple. You know, but if you're going to an event, whatever, or to the restaurant, to the mall, girls out, you know, you can do the glamour look.
True.
You can do the glamour look. Do's and don'ts. Don't apply too much makeup if there's no need to apply too much makeup. Make sure that we can see what's going on. You know, use the right foundation, use the right colors that suit you and your skin tone.
Complexion.
Yes.
Complexion.
Yes.
No, that's interesting.
We don't want to say you and then.
We
don't want to be traumatized.
Rest Buffett. Yeah, so let's go firstly into the don'ts.
All right.
I always like to start with the negatives, then go on to the positive. I always like happy endings.
Yes.
So the first one on the list of don'ts.
All right.
Don't buy a lot of products.
At the same time or what?
Don't, especially if you're a beginner. Because you need to test them out. Remember, I said even the last time, you know, just if you're a beginner, start with the minimal. Start. Even if you borrow from friends, or if you know your friend is the same skin tone, you're like, yo, Zankanai's makeup. You know, even if you ambush them just before you go out, oh, can you just test this on me?
All right.
If they want to. Some people are really picky when it comes to their makeup, because even the sponges, other people, the skin type is also not the same. So, sorry. Yeah, so that's not COVID. But anyway, so if you're a person, know the kind of look that you want to go for, because a look that's like, you know, neat, clean, fresh, you know, a nude look, a natural look does not require lots and lots of makeup.
All right.
Does not require a lot. So yeah. Secondly, don't apply makeup to a dirty face. Guys, clean your face before. Clean it. Make sure that, you know, there are no places that if you need to clear your face, because I know that some people have, like, you know, black marks or they have pimples. Rather don't. People usually advise, especially here, they're advising that you shouldn't put makeup, especially if you know that you have a skin problem. First, clear it.
Right.
You know,
That's why I'm also afraid to put makeup on, because I want to go back to acne.
True. But now we have like products that are organic. You know, we know that we also have your different products that are organic at the moment.
That help.
Problems. If you have a skin problem and you have recovered from a skin problem, they can, you know, they have those organic chemicals, because the other ones do kind of have chemicals that people can actually be reacting to, like they can react to. Yeah, so just clean it. Take like a cotton wool, clean your face, you know, after you exfoliate, do all those things, and then, you know, you get into that. Do you understand?
All right.
Yeah. And then don't use dirty brushes to apply your makeup.
So wash your brushes.
Your brushes, you need to wash them thoroughly.
All right.
You need to
products, the soap products that you can use.
The natural ones.
Okay.
You know the different soaps. Other people use exfoliating, you know, products. So those products, I mean, you can go and get them at your stores. We know the, you know, pharmaceutical stores, and, you know, yeah. And then, so always clean your brushes.
Clean your brushes and your sponges and your beauty blenders. Okay.
Yes. So don't, the other thing, don't skip your eyebrows. Your eyebrows are very, very crucial. So when you're putting on your foundations, you know, putting on your mousses on your face, you know, there are these different elements that you kind of have to start with. And some people, they like to put makeup over their eyebrows. Otherwise, you're going to look like a cat. Don't do it. Do you understand? So you kind of need to leave that stuff out. And that's why people, when they do makeup, they start with their eyebrows. Then you go to your foundation. You know, well, you start with your primers, then you know. But
sorry.
Geez, today, what's going on? It's not COVID. It could be the saliva gone down the wrong pipe. Jesus. Okay. And then we move on to our other element. Don't sleep in your makeup.
Okay.
Don't. And there have been many, besides the YouTube channels that show us. There are other ones that show us to do the makeup. There are other ones that show us how to remove the makeup, and removing your makeup without taking out your eyelashes, removing, and there's a different game to the eyelash gang, but we are gonna come with that, on a different slot. Okay, so make sure you wash them, otherwise it creates
What must
like
you wash
bags. Still use your organic soaps, use your
No, but I'm asking, what are we
toners,
washing now?
the makeup.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
we're still on that element of don't sleep in your makeup.
All right, sorry. Okay.
You can use toners, you can use your organic soaps, you can use your wipes, you can use your cotton wool if you the toner. Just kind of don't don't smear your face. Do this when slowly, so that you can get to the different areas, because sometimes you kind of have to put the makeup behind your ears, or it just won't look the same. You won't look like the same person.
As well, you have to. I know.
Yeah, you kind of have to look like the person. And don't pump your mascara. So your mascara, when you are doing your eyelashes, your natural ones,
All right.
even when you put lashes on, it's always nice to kind of enhance, but don't keep going in and out of the mascara jar thing. It's in that little tube. It's in, because now you kind of adding some more, and that will kind of make your eyelashes very thick, and they will be stuck together. It will look like you have 5 eyelashes. That time you kind of have 25. You get what I mean? So it does that. And now when you take off your makeup, it's very, excuse me, it's very, very, kind of difficult, to take it off. And by then you start taking, and you won't want to wear makeup anymore, because now that thing is taking away your eyelashes. Ooh. Yeah. And it kind of just also, no, because even when you wake up and you wash your mascara off, you have these dark spots and dark patches, and it's not because other people have there's a skin disease called eczema. Mm-hmm. We all know. So it kind of makes certain places dark, and you'll find that it's the buildup of you pumping your mascara and all the time and putting your mascara on like that. It's like that. Okay, and now we move on to the do's of makeup.
Yes.
Do and create a signature look. So when you start off,
so a signature look is your personal
look.
All right.
And then when you know that you're going to an extra high-end event, that you can compromise and kind of put your extra shades, the light ones that you probably wouldn't go for if you're going for the natural look.
All right.
But that you only do that and then complement it with a nude. Do you understand? So that it balances. You won't go in and you basically put every color on your face, otherwise you'll look like a clown.
No,
so it's always good to kind of see, in terms of the face, go and find the right shade, right, of foundation. Match the color of your chest. So that's why we say you have to, when you also cleaning your makeup, you kind of have to get here, because this part, the parts that are showing, sometimes you wear the closed polo necks, but it's always good to get as far as you can before the clothing, so that it balances.
Right.
Then the eyes, pair eyeliner with mascara for well-defined eyes. So if you want that enhanced look, I know people like that cat look where it actually extends. Yeah, when you put the cat eye look is a look where you extend your eyeliner. And you kind of make that Amy Winehouse look. And then the lips, choose a lipstick that flatters your skin tone.
Okay.
And sometimes people that have big lips, they're afraid to use lipsticks that are like out there, but there are those tones that you can use. I know I have big lips.
But does lipstick suit everyone? Because I feel like for me, lipstick does not suit me.
This is the thing.
I haven't found
you haven't found
the right
because
shade
yes,
or whatever.
this is why they say you must design and create your own signature look.
All right.
Because you can wear a nude eyeshadow but go for a popping lip.
Okay.
For me, you strike me as a person who would pull off that nice natural look. But if you're given an occasion for an event, you would go in with a nice like yellow on the but you have to have a person who actually
knows how to do
who
it.
actually knows how to do it. So it's always that. And if you're going for the timeless look, then go for the timeless look, which is your nudes, your pastels. If you're going for that bold look, then go for it.
Okay.
Do you understand? Stick with your bolds because that's what works for you, because if you don't have, some people don't have a striking face naturally. And there are people who have striking faces naturally. We also know this from the modeling world. People will be like, oh, defined, jawline, defined naturally without enhancing it and contouring and all of that. Yeah. So another thing on the do's, do apply makeup in natural light. So don't put makeup in a room where you know that the lights are dim.
Okay.
Don't have some form of light. If you're doing it during the day or if you're doing it at night, find a friend who has natural. Wait for the club, be in a car so that when you get out there, as much as your makeup has settled, because as we said in the other show, they want you to use a shade lighter than what you are.
Okay.
So when you do that, when you go and you reach that destination you're going to go to, your makeup is already settled. It has come down to the actual color you are.
Okay.
Yes, that's why we have your primers to set it so that it stays like that when it has settled. So you must do it in the natural light so that you don't surprise yourself also when you get out in the day and it's like, hey, but did she not see? That's why you should do it in the natural light. And then another element, do buy, cruelty-free, non-toxic cosmetics. This is where you also, this also answers you.
Okay.
Avoid toxic products that have ingredients that don't work for you. I feel like check at the back. And if you don't know, rather Google, rather find out from someone else who has tried it. See if it check their skin tone, check their skin problems and see what works for them. Or alternatively, go into the makeup shops, ask them to do a tutorial. They are more than ready to do. I know that other makeup shops, if you buy a product, they give you a free free tester. They show you, they walk you through what is good and what is not for your skin, and you can easily tell them, listen, this is what and that's what. Okay, then another do apply concealer after foundation. Right?
Okay, yes.
Because concealer, it's there to conceal like your dark marks, your dark spot. It conceals. So it closes off kind
everything.
of, and then the foundation is just to give it that matte look, that finish, that finish touch, so that even when you're out there, you put other things like your highlights over, it comes through properly.
Okay.
And then you don't see all these marks and stuff. That's why some people are like, yo, Instagram verse, those memes when they're like Instagram versus real life because they put concealer underneath. And then now do blend your eyeshadows. So it's always good.
So you blend the eyeshadow.
Pardon?
You blend the eyeshadow.
You blend. Your eyeshadow can't just come and be like, it must be blended.
Okay.
Because underneath, another trick I've just learned in Dazen. What you do is you put concealer underneath, especially if you want your colors to pop.
Okay.
Then you put your eyeshadow, you blend it with the concealer, put another eyeshadow to kind of give it a nice mix.
Wow.
So it's not like that striking red, that ruby, that's going to be like, okay,
Yeah.
unless you're going to do like a high performance show, you're a theater artist or something like that. But on a normal day, it's good to have that. And then
Oh, wow.
do pay attention to your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you see that I've been putting makeup throughout the whole week, don't put makeup when you can see that your skin is starting to break out now. Because now once you do that, you are clogging more dirt, and then you're not giving your face a break.
Yeah.
Like you need to give you need to give your skin a break. All right. So we have a comments. Our producers telling us we have a lovely comments. Let's see. She says a concealer has to be blended like a foundation. Yes. So exactly the element I'm saying.
That was Precious, Drama Queen, Modisha. Yeah.
Modisha, yeah. Hi, Precious. So basically the concealer, it's there for you to, and then they have the same, the kind of the same, the same elements of how they work, but the one has to be applied before because it conceals, it closes off the dark marks, and then the foundation, then you blend them in together because you'll be putting on the foundation for that finishing look. Yes. And then another do use primer. There are those primers that you can get before, and then there's those primers that you
primer do?
The primer, it makes sure the makeup settles well, it sticks well. There are those primers people use, and it's like a tube where it comes like a glycerine like moisturizer that you put on. That's a primer for before you put it on, then you do your makeup. But alternatively, there are those primers. Sometimes you forget, you're in a rush. There are those primers that you can just spray on just to
Is that the
conceal.
same as the setting spray? The same thing?
It's basically, but other people call it setting spray.
Others
primer.
Call it primer.
Yes,
all right.
That's what a primer is.
All right.
Yeah. So the face, there's also an eyeshadow primer. So the face primer goes underneath your foundation. Right. Then the eyeshadow primer goes on your eyelids before applying powdered shadow, like your shadows, your different, and it prevents the creasing. So sometimes, your under your eyelids, right?
Yes.
There are those folds. So what the concealer does, the eyeshadow primer, what it does, not the concealer, the primer for the eyeshadow, it makes sure that it doesn't crease. So when you see someone, it looks like they have lines because they've been batting their eyes the whole time.
So you have to
that
put
primer,
concealer, eyeshadow, and then eyeshadow primer.
Yeah, to have that
my.
clean, crisp look.
All
Trust
right.
me, once you get used to all these elements, you start seeing that, okay, no, my makeup is staying on longer. Even when you're crying, there are those makeups now that are 24 hours, 48 hours.
What?
But those are the ones, especially with the lipsticks. Oh, the lipsticks. There are those ones that are like, they come and they matte, and they stick forever. Those they also come in lip gloss form. When you come back from Groove, girl, you need about like 3 hours. 3 hours. Even your wives can't do you justice. Like, be within. Honestly, every time I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go. But you know what? It was worth it. Sometimes, because the look I created, it pulled off everything, and it just set the tone, especially in pictures. Whoa, don't get me started. So yeah, guys, that's basically the do's and don'ts I have for you guys today. And I think this has covered the basics.
Yes,
all of the underlying things, because these are the questions that every woman wants to know about. People who are fascinated about getting into the makeup, and and all of that. So for me, I think when it comes to makeup, guys, just know yourself first.
Yes.
I think our shows are tying up, honestly, because the other day we were talking about knowing yourself. Know yourself. Know what just know your style,
and then also know what
exactly
look you want to go for.
What look you're going for. Just know the type of, environment you also work in.
All right.
Because I can't expect a person working as a lawyer or an attorney coming in with like bright pink and like, know the jargon. Just like the jargon is mostly like your terms for different
and also
working
watch your
environments.
YouTube channels, Google if you have to Google.
Ask people. I mean, we just unpacked some of the things, but each day we will be unpacking more on hair and beauty, so that people are aware of what to do and what not to do. Trust me, this goes a long way, because once you are more comfortable in your skin, you have more confidence. You don't have a thing where if someone's looking at you, they're looking at you with that surprise face of, oh my goodness, she looks good. It was done to the crisp, the makeup. It's not going off. She's been smiling for 5 hours. Her makeup is gonna melt. We're out in the sun baking. How come her makeup is and this is it's just these small things that add up to the big picture. If you are more educated when it comes to that, and most people always tend to say, oh my goodness, no, makeup is not really something I need to know about. Anyway, I can just put this and that together, but it could not be for you. And what you see from the next person is not necessarily what could work out for you. Because a nice red on my lips or pink could look nice for me, but to the next person,
it's not gonna look good.
Skin tone, the how you dress, it's just you're gonna look like a clown. And not saying this in any bad way, but we love to see our sisters looking gorgeous.
Yes, definitely.
It just also gives you that confidence as a woman to say, oh my goodness, I look up to this girl
just because her makeup looks good.
The appearance, it just finishes it off. I know us as women, we're not all about makeup. There's more to us than makeup. In makeup, I feel like if you're not a person who likes makeup, there's no need to bash the next person who wears makeup. And if you're a person who wears makeup, don't bash or put someone to shame because they don't have makeup. I feel like if we work together as a society, help each other. That's my thing. Look at your different celebrities that choose to go natural, the different celebrities that they all look beautiful. And it all goes down to what exactly works for you and what is your look exactly, and what are you gunning for at the end of the day when it comes to your overall appearance, because it also plays a big element. Imagine getting to an interview and you looking like the clown. Ooh! And that time, that role is like a corporate, event. It's like, don't do that to yourself, because you wonder what happened. They don't, obviously, if you're gonna maybe be in reception, when the clients come, we can't put you there, because now you kind of like the first thing they see when you get into the company, So
now if you look like a clown, what are people gonna say?
That's my thing. But I guess sometimes the clown look could work for some people, but it's for certain occasions. I mean, Halloween's coming up, guys.
Yes.
We just saying. But otherwise, that was that segment of the do's and don'ts of makeup. Do you have any lasting words before we go to our ad break, before I also contribute?
I didn't know there's so much. I didn't know. I just thought you had to do what I didn't know.
Levels.
I didn't know there's an eyeshadow primer. I didn't know you have to conceal your eyeshadow. I didn't know that. But now I know something.
There's also one more comment by Palisa Hope Kalo. She says, words. So agree, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Wona, for the makeup tips, do's and don'ts. I could never say anything about makeup because I know nothing. But I'm learning from you.
Would you try though? Would you try?
I tried. I mean, when I do go to an event or photo shoot, I do put makeup on.
Yes,
but on a daily basis, no. But I'm willing to natural look. I'm willing to start there with a natural look,
and then work your way up. And it doesn't mean when you started makeup, it doesn't mean that you kind of have to stick there. Yes. Sometimes I don't wear makeup and I still look gorgeous.
Good.
So you also still look gorgeous, my girl. And I know like this natural look for you, I think just enhancing it if you're going to an event because you already speak in volumes. And that's another thing people don't understand. But definitely thank you guys for sending through your comments.
Thank you, Wona, for this. Thank you. We've learned a lot as ladies. We have.
Hey ladies, we need to have each other's
We
back,
have
guys.
to.
Like
We
in
have to.
anything we do, because sometimes when I see someone off on their makeup, it also kind of makes me feel bad. It's like I'm like the sister in society. I could have just said, I guess it's bathroom. Without someone feeling offended, because at the end of the day I'm not trying to offend you, I'm trying to help build you so that you don't scare the crowd that you're with, because other friends, they launch, guys.
Yeah, they do.
Other friends,
tell you look good, but you do
you
not.
look good, you're like, but anyway, that was that, and thank you so much, for the comments and all of that. Let's quickly go to an ad break before we go to the top of the hour with the news.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers,
all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Kindly hosts by
It is the top of the hour right here on Melville Rush. Time for our news here on ilovemelville.live. So Senegal protested to remain in custody. The man arrested in connection with the torching of a police vehicle outside a Free State court last week will remain behind bars. He was a part of a violent protest in Senegal when two suspects appeared in court in connection with the murder of a farm manager. Andre Pinar, who's 52 years old, appeared in court on Tuesday morning for assault, malicious damage to property, and public violence. Pinar has now been remanded in custody due to the seriousness of the charges and the potential for another violent protest in the community. The case has been postponed to the 20th of November 2020 for further investigation. And then we move right along into our next story. And this says Koeberg Alert Alliance accuses Eskom of lying. Woo. Now, as reported in Cape Town, the Koeberg Alert Alliance is accusing Eskom of lying. The alliance said it is concerned about the impact of seismic activity at the Koeberg nuclear plant just outside Cape Town. Peter Becker of Koeberg Alert Alliance said, I've been seen recently in the press, Eskom saying there is no risk at Koeberg, obviously that it is simply a lie. Baker said the risks and consequences of keeping Koeberg open need to be examined carefully. The alliance has now also raised concerns that no observers will be permitted at the Koeberg emergency readiness exercise this month. And now to take a look into our international front. Going along with the U.S. elections of 2020, we all know that we are in a build-up. Joe Biden heads to Ohio in bid to win over voters in Republican stronghold state. Geez, this is going to be very tricky, but now it says Joe Biden is bidding to woo voters in the Republican stronghold state of Ohio, telling a drive-in rally that Donald Trump turned his back on you during the coronavirus pandemic and its economic fallout. The Democratic challenger took his campaign for the presidency to Red State on Monday, where he made 2 appearances in Toledo and Cincinnati as the Senate Judiciary Committee held confirmation hearings for Mr. Trump's Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett. Mr. Biden questioned why Republicans had time for Supreme Court hearings, but no time to come to an agreement with the House Democrats on another COVID economic relief package to help individuals, businesses, and city and state governments. Woo. Mr. Trump's nomination of Ms. Barrett to a vacancy created by the death of liberal icon Ruth Bader Ginsburg has enraged Democrats who argue a replacement should be decided after the presidential election next month. Woo. Now, Mr. Biden criticized the president for playing down the coronavirus threat and marked his statements that he did not want to panic the American public. Geez, this is a lot, honestly. When it comes to this election rally that is coming up on the 3rd of November 2020, this is very hectic, but I know that as the men are currently at each other's necks, Americans will vote the right vote for the people, irrespective of the feud that's happening there in America at this moment. And I mean, with the whole new election of Miss Barrett, who has taken over Miss Ginsburg's place, it's one debatable story, but a story for another day. But that was your news at the top of the hour. Check you at the bottom of the hour with the headlines with myself, Wona. Let's get into the ad break and back into the Melville Rush.
And we are live. We are back with the Melville Rush. The time now is 5 minutes past 1 o'clock. This is Siyo, and I'm here with one of the greats.
Dimkelo, guys. Dimkelo. I mean, we heard everything about, everything happening in America.
Yes.
What are your views on that before we get into our next segment?
It's hectic. It's traumatizing. I hope that they just get through it.
Me, I wanted that American dream, but now I think I'm gonna stay in my Africa.
We all wanted to move to America at one point.
Not that it would never happen anymore, but now with all of these shootings, all of these protective gloves that we're hearing in the news, I don't know now. America, maybe let me go to China, but
not now. Not anytime soon.
Maybe I want to go to China, but okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Now let's
into hair. Talking about afros, weaves, relaxed hair, and braids. For me, I think afros is the thing now. Because when I was growing up, I don't know about you, Wona, but when I was growing up, my generation in primary school, I'm going to talk about primary school, maybe a bit of high school. But when I was in high school, afros were coming in. But with primary school, we all had relaxed hair. If it's not relaxed hair, then you have shorter. Not shorter than this, obviously. A bit, a bit more hair.
Hey.
We all used to compete with ponytail and see who has it was cute. You all had relaxed hair. But now, afros is the thing. If you don't have an afro, then you are dye. I'm talking about girls now. You're dyeing your hair. You have
an African woman.
Yeah. What did you have when you were growing up?
Then the afro, straight up. Really? I was that afro and the tobela, so. And the afro was like, I had a really nice, like, fugu, super bushy afro. It was really, and it actually worked for me. So it was just like, even when I was just tobela.
And after afro, what did you do?
Then they relaxed my hair back at the ranch, bruh. I was hurt.
And relaxing hair was the thing. I mean, I enjoyed it. I never had an afro. I had relaxed hair
throughout.
I only cut my hair this year in March, and I started dyeing it. But other than that, I had relaxed hair throughout. I enjoyed because I had long hair.
Okay.
So I enjoyed having long hair. I enjoyed,
and that's my thing. That's I had long hair, and my hair starts literally in my face.
Yeah.
Even when they relax my hair now, they sometimes go to my eyebrows, and I just get Yagowa. How can you do that? Did I ask for my eyebrows to be relaxed, or did I ask for my hair? Okay, thanks, bye. But yeah, so I mean, transitioning from the two, I think the pressure was there for the relaxed hair, and the straight irons came through, and then people were just like, and then I mean, sometimes if you had an afro and you still wanted something to be flickering, you go to braids.
Yes,
definitely. Immediately you go to braids, and I'm firstly we on African hair for now. Yeah, I mean, but if you also Caucasian, it's nice when you have your hair like done in different styles.
Yes.
A nice curl there. Sometimes if you have dead straight hair, or if you don't, you do it dead straight, but afro for me still whips.
Really, I feel like afro is too much work, because I know the afro is before you go to bed, you have to plait your hair. You can't just go to bed without plaiting your hair. So I can't.
It gets to a certain point. I think for me, I tried that whole box, Nandim Goma's, that look.
Yes.
Even when she had that song, feel like flying. I can't sing, guys. I can't. I felt so happy, and is it so happy tonight? It is so happy tonight. But so that afro for me works, and I think it's like low maintenance because it's like a certain cut. It's like your old Prince of Bel-Air, cuts that Will Smith used to have back in the day, and you're like, it actually works, and Eka's was been. So Zibini's afro works, and she knows that it works for a jawline, for a face. Yes, it ends.
But afro is too much work. But I mean, if you're passionate about having an afro and you love it, then I mean, you can do it and plait your hair every night and unplait in the morning. I just feel like it's too much work for me personally. I don't see myself with an afro, but I would never go back to relaxed hair because I'm enjoying short hair. I'm enjoying the colors, the whites, the blondes. I want to get into pink.
Ooh. But I mean, I think also this thing, I can't really say it goes with age. But some people always like to go to that. Like, if I am like 50, I cannot do like a pink.
No.
But you do get women that are in their 50s that have these splash dyes that come out really nice. They have like this underlying platinum coming in with a subtle pink, and it looks great on them. I think you kind of it all ties down to that whole thing of knowing and creating your look, because that is what's going to pull you in and be more confident to take on these heights in terms of the different levels in
and
hair,
also
makeup.
know what suits you, because you can't be dyeing your hair pink but it's not gonna suit you. I mean, we're gonna laugh at you. I know I'm gonna laugh at you.
That's it. Yeah, we can kind of do that, but not in their face, okay?
Not in their face. And then we're going to be like, was there a need for that?
Was there a need?
So
but
but with afros, I mean, I feel like afros suit everyone. Okay.
My girl. My girl.
It's like relaxed hair.
I love you, but now we are pushing
everyone. They don't.
No, I think it's the way. Okay, let me not say it like that. They do. But I think other people should shape them a different way according to your facial structure.
A normal afro, not like Usozbini or whatever. A normal afro.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that yes, an afro suits everyone. Natural always works with everyone. But that's it. What I'm saying is that, can you just know the kind of cuts or the kind of afro, if you're gonna grow it long, it literally must work for you.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
just can this whole thing be about creating your look?
Your look,
Yes. So that if you have an afro down, maybe it's long. No, that's okay. If you're gonna part it.
Right.
There are those people that part in the middle, and you're like,
then,
but this
oh.
parting was not for you, that's it. Let's
But it
be
looks
realistic.
nice when they tie it up,
Yeah,
and
when
the
you tie it up, it's
bun.
universal.
That
But
looks
when you're
cute.
parting and you're doing different
Okay,
stuff,
now
you
I
kind of
get
need
you.
to know. Yeah, you get me
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But we kind of saying the same things, but just be more specific with yourself.
Yeah. And be simple.
Yeah.
And then there's braids. Yo.
Go, don't tell me about that.
We went through a lot with braids.
Receding hairline. Please.
Being pulled and then you like
Chinese that time, like, okay, not Chinese, but your eyes are pulled.
Yeah, your eyes are
like
pulled.
to
you
the
are crying. Especially when
extreme.
we were kids,
Asian,
you are
like,
crying, and you have to
suffer for beauty.
Suffer for beauty.
That time you think back in class, but yes, yeah, I need to look good
You
here,
have to.
Because now those other girls are gonna look way more, way more cute.
You are
Even
crying. There are 5 people on top of you. One is pulling this side, one is pulling here.
Can we just talk about when you have to go to bed? Sometimes you need to sleep like this with your
don't sleep.
Oh, quasi, you need a panado.
Painful.
Panado. But now we all know that there are those tricks that you can put take a towel and dip it in hot water and put it against the skull when it's new, when you know that you've been pulled to the core. And mind you, don't think that someone else is telling this person now. I think as adults, we're like, I will suffer for the beauty. That look that I want must come out like that.
And it has to.
That time you get out of there, like, not even a drink can help you.
Nothing.
Panados, Nurophens.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You just want it to be off.
Oh, yeah. But your painkillers cannot do anything for you.
Nothing can work.
But we those are the extremes that we go through.
But I mean, I like braids. I mean, I know the lady who does my braids now, or she doesn't pull me. It's fine, and also doesn't come out. Because the worst thing is now you have braids. 2 weeks later, you're picking up your braids on the floor.
Don't tell me.
Your hair's on the floor.
My braids only lasted less than a month.
You lie.
I was hacked.
You lie. I don't know the last time I had to pick up braids on the floor.
What upset me, I was coming back from work. Get out of my taxify. Grr, there it's looking at me. I'm thinking, geez. Hi to you too, braid through it, and then I was just like, I'm over this.
And with a month, your braids are still fresh.
They're supposed to, because braids, we do braids usually to just, if you don't have enough time, you're busy. It's by a circle, but you just like, actually, no, this one will help me in these 2 months, so I don't have to maintain. I don't have to change. You get those styles that you can only do for 2 weeks. Those 2 braids that come out like the cornrows, the 2-1. We know that that's a South African statement, but as But
I also like cornrows. They're cute, but I feel like with cornrows, you have to do cornrows when you go into an event or you go into a wedding.
Yeah, and plus your head shape as well. Your head shape. I know the head shape for me for doing straight back cornrows. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Because I kind of have, it's like
so what must you
at
do?
the back,
straight
it's like straight up. Straight up. I have identified that straight up makes me look younger.
And it does.
It actually makes me look popping. And, so I have identified what works for me. But the straight down, you can miss me, Shem. Even if I get paid for it, angeke.
You haven't done cornrows in years.
Honestly.
I used to do braids a lot last year, but cornrows, it's been years. But I'd love to do it. It's cute, but the cornrows don't last. Your hair just starts growing. We've got a comment from Steezy Cats. They say you can use a wet cloth on your forehead for the pain.
This is what I said. So you dip the cloth in hot water, and then you put it closer to the. It actually works. It makes the pressure die down.
All right.
It's because I mean your head is like throbbing like this. Even when someone comes in, hi John, I'm like, oh
yeah.
She's trying to kill me, like and I'm trying to keep like a straight face. So I'm like in my head, I'm like, you know, going off like a ticking bomb.
Yeah.
And then so Steezy Cats is really is right. Shout out to our producer.
Shout out.
Yeah, he knows this. You see men who have braids, but okay, that's a story for another day. You're still in the building. Yeah, what else, my girl?
Weaves. My favorite.
Me, it's my birthday month. Me, I'm just saying, one day you're gonna see me flapping with one here. I want to try it because I'm not a weave girl. Okay. To be honest. What
makes you say you're not a weave girl?
Because I've only tried it once, but I feel like that was for like an event. But even with that, it was not mine. It was my cousin's.
And it didn't suit you?
Okay, I'm beautiful naturally.
Okay.
Thanks to my God.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. No, but on a serious note, it literally, for me, I feel like I've always been skeptical about having a weave because my hairline is like on my face.
Yes.
So it has to start at a certain place. Otherwise, you look like someone from Star Wars, Harry Potter. I look like one of those creatures like Smeagol. Joking, Smeagol doesn't have hair. Anyway, I'll start looking like a certain creature. That's why I did not want to put on a weave.
Okay.
So, but then I understood that now weaves come, you must have baby hairs. This is where I come alive because now the hairs that's out of my face are my baby hairs. And guess what?
So
Wona has automatic edges.
Yeah.
So life has kind of worked out for me.
It's working.
God has come through for me, you know.
Working.
God has come through for me, and even with sideburns, I remember when I was like in high school, they used to say they used to call them choppers, and there was that song by, was it Rick Ross or who? I got a chopper in my car. So every time I walk past, I got a chopper. I used to feel so offended.
I remember this one time.
Choppers.
When I was.
Do you know what choppers are, guys? On my whole face.
Let me tell you something. I also got something with sideburns. And I was home in East London. These two girls, they were like to me because I had sideburns. I still have, in fact. They were like, I'm gonna grow a beard, and they were trying to scare me.
That's if you shave it. I have a friend who shaved them.
No, but I would never shave them.
She shaved them today. She could be the black Elvis Presley.
Wow.
That's how much
but
a
my
choppers.
barber always says, should I shave? And I'm like,
don't put
touch
the edges. Because other people, I feel like they do these creative things that swirl. That's where we come alive, my girl. You see, our time is here. Patience is a virtue.
Yes, it definitely is.
Patience.
But personally, I love weaves. I haven't worn a weave in a while. I do have.
I'm sure you look so hot.
I look.
Yes, all types of sauce. I'm close like a low, guys. That's my girl.
But personally, I don't. I feel like bobs don't suit me. And curls.
So you know yourself already. Because, I mean, for me, I know that a bob wouldn't suit me right now because I have this, like, largest, like, cheeky face. And then, like, my head shape. Because, like, with a bob, sometimes there are those ones that are fluffy. There are those ones that are, like, straight and they flat. Like now, don't ask me, I was brave today, like ever since I had this cut, but now it's a bit voluptuous and saucy and
so you want straight hair? 40-inch.
Girl, I wanted batting over my legs. I want to be walking and looking all types of saucy. I want to be
that's tickling on your behind when you're walking.
I want it even if it would go by me. Just like the other day I said, when I start something, I want to go extreme. Right. So I'm trying to get something down there by like my.
You're exaggerating.
No, Kanye Mbao said it on. Remember the video? Kanye Mbawe had that weave. Me, I'll go there. Otherwise, our ex, our our ex.
Ow,
Not ex wait, ex.
You're right.
Ongasolveki is in the building.
Yeah.
Welcome, my guy. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Why are you still
Great.
here?
I love you
Your
guys.
show ended hours ago.
I love you guys.
Why are you still here?
You came here to bless us
fact,
with your presence.
In fact, leave.
Ow.
Yes, disturb.
Bye, Felicia. Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
No, we great,
Right,
man.
we
What's
good.
good?
I'm enjoying the show.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
watching.
I'm watching, I'm listening, I'm taking notes, I'm doing everything.
Take those notes.
Tati notes, Baba.
And then bring it to take him to your show. Your show is the greatest.
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's like that.
is. It is like that. It is definitely like that.
I was actually Kat just showed me the views for yesterday's show.
Did you see?
So me and management.
Yes.
We must have a talk. So no, I just came to say hi, guys.
Oh no! Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
just before you go, please tell us what kind of a girl do you prefer? Weave, natural.
Natural.
I haven't even told you about braids.
Oh yeah, natural and braids, definitely.
Oh, so Tina, we are
afros, bleach.
so siyabaweleka Tina
Yeah,
mdas.
but that counts as natural
Oh, okay.
in my books.
All right.
That counts as natural because,
Okay.
You know, I like. You know,
So no 40-inch straight.
Ngati looks like a finished mango. So I love.
I know that thing where it looks like it has the
Yeah.
go. Now we are finished mangoes out here. I mean, I don't care even if I'm
So
that
you don't
finished
want
one.
40-inch.
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I personally don't like these, you know. For obvious reasons. Oh, you're giving me a chair. I'm sitting in.
He's leaving. Why
He's
are you giving me a
leaving.
chair? Why? He mustn't be comfortable. Yes, you were saying
Yeah. So basically, as I was saying,
headphones and
I'm gonna go. We are out manga sang fune show yakho ngichenza hamba.
You just left us abruptly, so we must be heard.
I didn't leave abrupt.
You didn't even give us a goodbye party.
I'm kidding you guys.
Don't worry, there's a
guys got
nice
Beyonce.
place
I'm
open
kidding you
there.
guys got Beyonce to be on the show.
Kubanu Beyonce.
Kimang
no.
Beyonce.
Anyway, let's not talk about that.
Goodbye party.
Let's talk about. No, we'll have a party.
When our
7th
throats
Street.
are ready.
7th Street. We can walk. We can walk to 7th Street.
Yeah, shots on me on Friday.
Yo,
I'm now on real food. I love food. Yes. We can go to the counters. I know that restaurant in Melville.
Yeah, go.
But anyway,
I want lunch.
I'm here to discuss hair.
Okay.
Yeah, but
What are my categories?
no, basically, I
There's
asked you
afros,
if you want an afro, if you want natural,
braids.
or if you want braids.
Do I have to choose one?
Choose one before you have
Yes.
to leave our studio right now, please.
I think braids.
braids.
What is it about braids? As a man,
Braids have that thing, and you can.
No,
Show
but
me.
listen.
You know when you're on a horse. You know
Can I
when
say
you're on a
something?
horse.
Can I say something? You said no to 40-inch weaves, but you can have your 40-inch braids.
Yeah, braids you can pull braids.
You can also pull a
If
weave.
I pull a weave, it's gonna come off.
No, there's glue. We use glue.
Really?
Yes.
In fact, my weave needs glue, man.
Yeah, bo.
Wow, that's crazy. That's my cue.
all right.
my
Thank you
cue.
so much for bracing us with your presence.
It's fine.
We were
It's
joking.
fine.
We love you always. But yeah,
I'm on
I
leave, guys. I'm on leave. Let me enjoy my leave. I'll come back when I'm ready.
Okay.
Alright.
All right,
Leave
guys,
us
have an
in peace.
amazing
Thank you.
show, ne?
thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
I love it. So you sat downstairs.
Alright.
All right, guys. Just to finish off, on hair before we have to go to the bottom of the hour, with the headlines. Yes,
Yeah, so we spoke about weaves. I love
Mm.
weaves. 40-inch curls, long curls, not short curls.
Uh-huh.
Short curls don't suit me. Bobs don't suit me.
And you know yourself now. It's
Yeah,
not
you
like
have
if someone were
to.
to come up to you now, you'd be offended. You
Mm.
can't, because now this is, you've identified Dim answers bang. But
You know?
I'm your clown.
Yeah.
Haha. No.
But I mean, I'm still exploring the short hair, blonde. I did say I want to go into pink, maybe green.
Splash
like,
it. Why we are cooking? No. This is where we hold.
Did you see her
Hold
green?
up. Hold.
Even orange is
Kunandi
not.
madita kalowo so but I like the Xhosa girls with their sauce. Me, I like the Xhosa girls with their sauce. I can. You see now this is where we have to kind of look because but what I'm just saying is that take it down and watch him dance. As a conversation, though, we understand you are pretty. Now you are testing us. This is where we test. This is where beautiful people, they test us. They test our tolerance with them. They test our tolerance in terms of watching them. So yeah, no, but I'm definitely No, for me, I'm definitely ready to explore weaves. I've done your platinum blonde. I've gone, your burgundy maroon, ruby red. I knew those are kind of the colors that make me come out.
Okay,
the normal blonde did not suit me, but platinum, something like yours, it really did sit well on me. But that phase now has passed. Now I'm ready to go into the weaves. Yeah. Now I know where to even get the ones that are ready. We spoke about that part in that. But let's not expose it for now. Let's not expose it for now.
We're going to go straight to an ad break, and then after that, it is the news headlines.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers. All
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville .live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fatsy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
Okay, and we are back. It is just a second to the bottom of the hour, and you guys are still tuned into I Love Marvel .live with myself, Wona the Great, going alongside my girl, Siyo Mali. Mali. It reminds me of you, legit. But in the headlines at the bottom of the hour, calls grow for social relief grants to be extended. This is where there are going to be growing calls to extend the COVID-19 social relief grant of distress and caregiver grants. Some civil society organizations also want the 350 Rand grant to be increased to 585 Rand. The Institute for Economic Justice warns discontinuation of the grants will lead to a humanitarian crisis. Neil Coleman from the Institute speaks with Uveka Rangakapa about this issue. Geez, this is a source from ENCA, and this is really going to be interesting at the top of the hour when I actually unpack and find out exactly why 585, random number, but we are there. And then on to the second story for the bottom of the hour. Civil organization raises concerns over ARTO draft rules. Okay, this is where administrative adjudication of road traffic offenses regulations will come into effect from July next year, 2021. That means drivers who break road rules will be penalized on a new demerit system. An organization called Dear South Africa believes the new ARTO draft regulations are a complete rewrite of the existing regulations. So we will hear more on that at the top of the hour. Then we move right along to the international headline for this hour: iPhone 12. Here's what to expect at Apple's launch event on the 13th of October, which is today. So all those iPhone lovers, today is the day. It has come for you. So at the top of the hour, we will give you more information. So 4 new devices are expected within the iPhone 12 range, with Apple Air tags and over-the-ear headphones also rumored. So guys, do stay tuned so you guys can maybe find out what you can grab yourself if we afford affording. Oh, God willing, guys. No, sometimes you can be a believer, okay? But check me at the top of the hour, bringing you all that and more. Let's quickly go to an ad break and then we bounce right back into our Melville rush. Yeah, boy.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville .live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Patsy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
This is the Melville Rush. My name is Siyo and I'm here with
Wona the Great, the greatest, and we are back.
Time is 13:34. I'm excited about the iPhone. I'm excited. Well, Apple in general.
That's it. We did kind of say that we are both bowlering.
Yeah, I'm not even
Directly.
I'm buying.
Ooh, girl. You see,
I'm
that's why
buying.
they say surround yourself with people that aspire to get the same things.
No,
I'm joking.
I'm buying.
Me, I'm going to the sister of, but I'm not going to mention it right now. So,
and then what are they saying about the 350s? As I even received mine.
Girlfriend, maybe you don't qualify because you're a working girl now. I'm just saying.
But I mean, I wasn't working when I did apply.
But now they kind of find out because there are the hogs out there. I'm joking. They were not out for you, but I'm just joking.
But I want it. I do want it because I mean, I did apply. I got accepted, but no money.
Dude, I kind of feel like I kind of had that.
A lot of times.
Did you check it online?
Yeah, like you're not in the system.
Check
when
it
I
online.
check online, it says failed.
Girl. Oh, I can't. Then it means that it has failed. It has been declined.
No,
Sorry, return to sender.
And
I feel like now they're hearing that you're gonna buy an iPhone 12. How? Okay.
Right.
Moving from there, because
I
now
want to talk about celebrity news. We all know Nak Music. We know him as Anta.
From PE. That's Dubula. I'm joking. It's just Wendy.
We all know Anda Makubalo Nak Music. Apparently, he was dating Nandimbat, the actress. I didn't know this. I was shocked to hear this. So they've been dating, but I mean, they never came out and said that.
City Abba.
Yeah.
City Abba. But I mean, Nak Music is a Xhosa. We know Xhosa people, they're like very undercover. Like, hi, bo, nichate nini. When did we get here?
Yeah.
No, having a baby. Conceive nini.
All right.
No, but it's besides the point. It's not because it's Xhosa, but yeah, I'm really interested. Yeah, carry on.
So apparently they were together. Well, I don't know if they still are together since May this year. And then what Nandimbata did was post a picture on Instagram of the two lovebirds but blurred Nak Music's face.
Bloodlines.
Since Nak Music has a tattoo on his leg, people were like, we know that tattoo. We know that.
Ingathi ngunandi lo. Bawela uba ngunanda.
Yeah.
I'm go.
But I mean, they still never said we are together. So apparently they've been living. Nandia has been living in Anda's house.
Bayasalisana. I'm joking.
You know, they were living together for the past few days, and now things are getting heated. Nak Music's like
hectic.
Get out. Nak Music is chasing Nandi out of the house.
And guys.
And Nandi it doesn't want to go out. That's the point. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay.
And easy pricks. And easy pricks.
And easy at all.
This is so saucy. Sammy, you. Anyway.
So she's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay. You know,
we got into this together. We are ride or die.
No, I get that, but when it's time to leave, leave. Because
it's always good.
It's gonna come to a point where Nak Music is not even gonna sleep at the house because you don't want to leave.
Then you got a free house, babes. Shout out to you, Nandi. We in Changa. What is yours is mine. Kage. Kagwaba.
Magahambe uNandi uyakhoswa magahambe she must leave. Unak Music is fed up. She was posting, no one told her to post the picture on Instagram out there and post
it.
But we agreed that we're not gonna post each other. Why you post that?
No,
and also now I'm wearing shorts in the picture. Everyone knows that I've got a tattoo on my leg. You are posting me. At least if I was wearing pants, no one is going to see that it's me.
Okay.
But everyone can say it's me because of the tattoo. Who said post me? Now leave. Leave.
Bye,
now,
Felicia. Leave. No, okay. But I think in all honesty, I'm sure there are two sides to every situation.
Yeah.
So let's not chomam see. Even though there's a very spicy. Yeah, I want to know what the end result is because wow. And like Unandi, she's beautiful. Like and understanding why ungakupa ulento umtu onje. But
it's not all about beauty.
It's not all about beauty, but I guess we'll find out more when the more of the revelations come from the story, because clearly this will be a news continuity. So for me, this is
what they say.
Yeah, but it's tini into.
Yeah.
And then what else?
To Loyiso McDonald.
He's
an actor. We all know him. There's a lot. Apparently, we all know that he is married with kids. But now, apparently, when he got married, he was very young. He was 24, and his wife at that time, Lupiwo, was 22. And he was talking about he was on the one of the podcasts I play on YouTube.
Okay.
With an interview, and he was talking about how yes, they were young, but they grew up together. They were doing this whole life thing together.
Okay.
But now it did get hectic. They always say don't get married young. It will come back for you later.
Hey, guess some people, I will not mention names, could be myself, couldn't, but get
they were both figuring things out. But now they are getting a divorce. Lupio McDonald and Loyiso McDonald are getting a divorce.
Nothing was ever cute after that.
He's saying that, the reason why they're getting into a divorce is because he became a heavy drinker. But I don't know if you know this, but I heard that he was having an affair with his fellow actor Zandile Suto.
Okay, guys, allegedly, my friends, I like the truth. But can we just say allegedly for now? Because I also heard the same.
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So what is the story? And also with the interview that he was on, the podcast on YouTube, he was very vague about his answer. They didn't really give a straight answer towards, the cheating rumors with Zandile. But there's also a but. They are saying that his wife Ulupio went to his work a lot of times, making a scene about how he is actually having an affair with Zandile Msuti.
But kefuna kuxelelwe bajonga ke buthi wonke umuntu lapha before ndibiza chup.
Yeah.
You must just know I come for you. I come for it all.
Yeah.
Because we were in this together.
Yes. So now I need to come tell your bosses what you're doing. Your bosses must
tell them about me. They must Google me.
So I mean, we don't know if they decided to split or divorce because he was drinking, or is it because he was having an affair with the beautiful Zandile and she's gorgeous.
And umhle.
Yeah, so
it's just for you.
I was shocked. I must say. I mean, I wasn't expecting this.
You wasn't expecting.
I was not
expecting.
What do you think? Do you think it was a good idea for his wife to go to the workplace and make a scene like that? because now it's on the papers. We all know that. Or was she supposed to just keep it under the carpet, deal with it at home with the elders?
I feel like the word of today is patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you get into a relationship with someone, I feel like you are there to build the person, irrespective of your differences, of your flaws. You know, there are certain ways to like approach a certain thing.
Okay.
I mean, but we cannot dispute for those other people as well who actually see the point in actually getting their point out. The point is getting their point out, because you ask a person questions at home. Hi, baby, why is speed circle or the kilometers? Yeah, 250 quarter to work. It's just 110.
No, there was no need for that. There was no need.
I'm giving an example.
No.
I'm saying I think I'll be one of those Cylon wives.
No.
Like, but
why is your heart beating so fast?
4 beats?
Yeah.
In 1 second, it's usually one. And I said, go to the doctor for this. Like, I would kill you, like, with your mind. Like,
no.
I feel like I'm one of those. I feel like I would tell you straight up like that. But what I'm saying, we cannot also disregard. I'm not saying we're disregarding, but we also need to cater for all those other people, Chomam.
Yeah.
That you're probably not getting the answers that you need. You're praying, and then, you know, maybe one day you are fed up, you don't want, and then your anger takes over, and maybe you were like a subtle woman, you know, but it's because it's a build-up. You are like a ticking bomb inside. You explode one of the days. So those things, they happen. And I mean, we have Ababantu Expose Siyo. We know that channel, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. And you more on that.
I'm definitely, I would
like,
be there.
I'm like, no,
I would be there. I would be that person shooting with you.
Yeah.
But me, I'm shooting a gun. I'm joking. I would never shoot anyone.
There
but
was no need for Lupi or McDonald's to do that. At work, no.
You know, as we were saying in the story before, there are always two sides to a story.
Yes, definitely,
we always have to be mindful, you know, that's it. Because now, you know, sometimes we tend to say, oh, but in actual fact, you are right. And we also need to consider the other people.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
It's I feel like it's fair, because I feel like all of us, we are always on both sides, especially as women. You can experience this side where you become a mad black woman, or you can become, you know, this person who's just like, okay, I'm not going to react like this. It's not in my nature. But sometimes your nature doesn't get you anyway.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm just saying.
And maybe sometimes you think that you'd never do that.
I'm just saying.
The situation makes you do.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Is it that song by Ubusiswa where utizwa bazozithengelana champagne, bayoscoopelana lowball.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's something like that, really. But that was that
but what
that
I
was
also,
hectic.
What I also read up about Loisa McDonald is that apparently you can't speak other African languages.
You see, let's make this for another day, Chomam.
Because of the way. No, just quickly.
Let's just make it for another day, because this is not going to end. Okay. And me, I'm trying to get into my food next.
Traditional food.
Yes.
Let's get into it. We all know, well, in South Africa in general, I mean, we have our own different traditional foods. You know, Xhosas have their own different traditional food. Zulus, Tswanas, Pedis, they all do have their own different traditional food. But in South Africa in general, what you find in South Africa that you don't find in other countries, you know, biltong.
Nyan?
Yeah, you know, it falls under South African snacks, South African traditional food.
Okay.
Biltong, chakalaka, and then
you can't take it away from us.
Yeah.
The cook never go.
Amagwinya, in other words, fat cakes.
I refuse it. The Cook sisters.
Yeah.
Yo, they go in.
Especially with mince.
But have you tasted the Cook Sisters with also the
I was thinking about the Ifet cook.
Look, it's also a fake cook. Cook Sister Chomam. It's that one with the crisscross. You know that one?
There's Cook Sisters.
Yes.
Ifet cook ligunya.
Yeah,
And then Cook Sister.
My friends, a cook is the one. It's also a fat cook, but this one is braided.
No, I know the Cook Sister you're talking about.
It's a form of
I've
fat cook.
I've never tasted it.
Yes,
is it nice?
I'll bring one for you tomorrow at work.
Please.
Yes.
Where do you even get them?
Okay. I'll bring it for you.
You'll bring it. I thought you were gonna make it. Okay. But I personally I love fat cooks with mince,
bunny chow,
bunny chow, kota.
Okay, don't get me started. Okay. What else?
Chakalaka. It's nice sometimes.
Chakalaka. Don't lie. Goes in, girl. Don't lie. Especially when you're recovering. Huh? That chakalaka will go into your.
I'm not a fan. I must eat it like once a year.
Hanyan. Chisanyama bawelwen.
Also, I
can invite you to Chisanyama.
I can have Chisanyama, but not with chakalaka.
Can invite you to Chisanyama.
Also, I don't like other people's chakalakas.
You're very picky when it goes. And we do get people who are like, I'm also like that actually. But when it comes to more of your wedding events, big events, where there's like catering done for everyone, elalini in the rurals, I'm just like,
No, it's also like a potato salad. I don't like other people's potato salad.
There's a specific potato salad you want, and this is also it also ties up to knowing yourself.
Yes.
Because when it comes to the traditional food, you kind of need to know yourself. Even if you're in a certain culture, they may have a certain staple food. Like for us in Xhosa, it's like what ngusho. Ngusho is sampan beans. It's your tribe. We have ulendo. What
African
else?
Salad,
umpok. You say these are African salad. Talk about to just saying. Wow. Yeah, like that. We have it with ingomas.
Yeah.
The amasi. We call it amasi, or some people call it ingomas. Yeah. But like we usually have it with that. So it doesn't necessarily mean because I'm Xhosa now I'm gonna like umpokoko. I'm going to like sampan beans, umngusho. No. I'm not. Chances are it's not my thing. Yeah. I want pasta. I'm not from Italy, but yeah. Yeah.
But I enjoy your sampan beans.
When it's cold. And I guess for us, don't get me started. And then I like to add chakalaka. It must have some gravy, unless I'm having the white sampan beans. Because there's that white one. Ooh, that one was just salt. Goes in.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan. I'm the biggest.
So you put your brown sampan beans with chakalaka. But what if it has
in the stew, galok? I don't put it. You make the sampan beans by themselves. Then go close in the beef stew yako as a salad. As a salad, or I just mix it in
between.
In front of pam gaba. So I do that.
Tried it. I just have sampan beans with either mince meat or beef stew.
You are a salad chicken stew is passes.
Nah.
I've seen someone put prawns. I'm like, Wona, you have something and not
go with definitely pasta or alone, not with the sampan beans.
Going in chips, but we still on our traditional food.
Chips. No.
But they come with the side. The chips are the side or the veggies. Is it not? Okay, or veggies. That was the last time I went to these places.
Veggies is not.
Look, because uslenda when you small make tinage for those girls out there, pokolina. This person said that to me, but they said I pokolina. That's silly. But anyway, I still love my traditional food. What else do we have on the lineup?
African salad. I enjoy it. But it gets too cold sometimes.
Yeah, mpokoko, I think the staple food for summer, for if you are Xhosa.
But I mean, you can also eat it when you're just lazy to cook.
It's usually It's usually for summer. Pokoko.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, or if you're lazy to cook, you can even
Lazy.
make the bread one. I know that one is so but
It's for
yeah.
kids. It's for babies.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
just can't Or salmon beans stew is for winter.
Yes,
We know it goes in,
definitely,
it touches the
definitely.
soil. You're like, you mama.
Yeah.
Quinzakalan.
Tribe.
But at the end of the day, tribe, there was a time where
You're not a fan.
it's my thing.
Oh,
With steamed bread, girl.
Definitely.
Get out of here.
I love it.
Get out of here.
I think everyone who knows me knows that I love it.
It tribe, especially the part where it's like a skin.
Yeah,
you understand? Steam lower.
That one.
I think
just give me those ones.
Dude, I think when we go to our traditional events, when we back home, like back in the Eastern Cape, we literally go for that. And everyone goes for that certain piece. Because no one, people are really skeptical about the amatumbo, which are the intestines. Because sometimes they don't clean them well. You're like, but I'm not trying to see something else.
But the process of making tribe.
Patience is a virtue. You see, everything is tying up as well.
Yes, it takes long, but the smell.
Okay, when all the flies come into your house, when you don't know where they come from. Okay.
Where were they before?
Where were you, Sway? Where were you? Creeping up on me like that. All of them. I think that's what irritates me. I'd rather clean them and go through that smell and that process than actually going through the process of checking up on it, coming to put extra water.
I actually don't know how to cook all of these things. I don't know how to cook salmon beans. I don't know how to cook tribe.
Can this be censored?
I don't know how to
talk to your girl. I got you.
I love them.
That's why I'm here for you. I can.
But you're gonna clean the tribe alone.
No, you're gonna clean it. I'm gonna show you how to clean it. I'm be there. I'm supervisor. Look, when you are learning, does the teacher write your exam for you?
No, but that part's not going to work.
Your little department, no. Bye.
Okay, you will find someone to clean it and then we cook it together.
I cannot have a problem, Chomam. It's a date. Otherwise, what else do we have?
That's about it. I mean, for us, that's about it. I know other cultures have their own traditional food.
I know.
I only speak for me, for my culture, because that's what I love. That's what I eat.
Yeah, but I mean, you do get other cultures. Like I know, in Shona, Ndebele, they love, your sadza, your pap, your wrap. It's something like a spinach, but it's not really. And No, umfino is more like it's your potatoes put with your spinach, right? That's like umfino, but for that one is called wrap. So it looks like a spinach, but it's really more fine and more, and they say it's healthier. But one day when we're talking about other health and nutritions, we'll touch on that.
Definitely.
But I know that they like that, or if they don't have your smiley. Smiley, for all those people that don't know, smiley is your sheep head. Yeah. When you dry it, you
scared of such things.
And I know that in town, when I'm wandering through town, they usually have uputu. Uputu is like your umpokoko, and they'll have it with just that dry. I usually just get the smiley. I know, but I mean, we have to people come from different backgrounds, different cultures, and because we grew up eating it a certain way. They grew up eating it that way. I've never tried the two, but the smiley, they cut it up in pieces.
And it's nice, it's tasty.
Then we also know in the West African sides, the jollof rice. We know the egusi, bitter leaf soup. Those things, they go in. And this is other rice from Ghana. It's something like your jollof.
All right.
That rice goes in. It goes in. And I know that in the Ugandan states, Tanzania, your Rwandas, your Chads, they like food. It's like plantain. Plantain, it's like those bananas that are extremely long, and they call it mandizi. So they'll, instead of cooking rice, they will have that, and they'll put your gravy. So instead of having like your starch, the starch that like your rice, your pasta, they'll have the plantain.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I've tasted it. It's amazing.
It goes in.
And they boil it, they cook it something like rice, and it just goes in. And I think for me with traditional food, I explore. I explore because I really love. Don't ask me where I met the other people who taught me, but it's about the traditional foods.
Yes, definitely.
It's not about the journey.
Who taught who what?
But I mean, for me, I've tasted, and it's always nice. And mostly when you're having the paps and the muhodu, you feel the thing instead of with pasta and stuff. I love pap. Pap is my thing, but you can eat pap so much and then you get hungry after 3 hours.
You do. I'm not a fan. I don't even know how to cook it, so I'm not a fan of. Just like there's just too much starch.
No, I can't. No, but it's very healthy.
Okay.
That's one thing I never knew about pap. Pap is very healthy, and there was a time I actually dated a guy, and he was like, pap can cure my flu, pap can cure my sores. It's very strong, But yeah, guys, that's it on the traditional food segment, and I hope you guys learned one or two things.
Please comment. And
comment.
Your favorite traditional food,
what
you can cook, what you
from
cannot
your
cook,
culture as well.
And if you don't like traditional food, please also tell us that it's like I don't like traditional food. I prefer your pasta, your pizza.
But that's also
whatever.
like a traditional food,
in
other countries and stuff. So whatever food tickles your taste buds, please do comment.
Just tell us. We want to know. We have a conversation.
Yeah.
And just know what you guys enjoy and what you guys do not enjoy.
Okay.
We are going to go straight into an ad break.
Yeah.
And
then
the news
with Wona the Great for the news. Wona Maxingwane, yeah. I mean.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers.
All that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville .live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fatsy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
And we are back. It is the top of the hour. It's 2:00. Also heading down into our last hour of the Melville Rush. Now, in the news right now at the top of the hour, calls grow for social relief grants to be extended. In Johannesburg, there are growing calls to extend the COVID-19 social relief of distress and caregiver grants. Some civil society organizations also want the 350 grant to be increased to 585. The Institute for Economic Justice warns discontinuation of the grants will lead to a humanitarian crisis. Neil Coleman from the Institute said, "Imagine that a grant of 350 for a month has to get an unemployed person and their dependents through. It's unbelievable to imagine the struggles that people have. A caregiver grant is 500 rand. This is a lot. Coleman estimates almost 13 million South Africans are grant recipients, not including dependents. And if it's not dealt with, this will lead to a nationwide humanitarian crisis," which I fully am in agreement with. but we'll touch a bit on that after the news. Civil organization raises concerns over auto draft rules. Now, staying in Johannesburg, administrative adjudication of road traffic offences regulation will come into effect in July 2021. This means that drivers who break road rules will be penalized on a new demerit system. An organization called Dear South Africa believes the new auto draft regulations are a complete rewrite of the existing regulations. MD Rob Hutchinson expressed a mixed view of the draft regulations, saying some serious concerns were raised while welcoming a points demerit system in theory. The Transport Department says the new law will help reduce road deaths across the country. President Cyril Ramaphosa has now signed the bill into the law and will come into effect when it appears in the government gazette. So all the people on the roads, do be on the lookout for that and just drive maybe safely so that you avoid getting into that and, seeing yourself having to answer to that part of the law. And then we move on to the international front where the iPhone 12, it's here, and what should everyone expect on today, the 13th of October 2020, which is the official launch. Apple is expected to finally unveil the iPhone 12 and a handful of other products as a special event later. The company showed off a range of new gadgets, including Apple Watches and iPads in its September event. But for the first time in years, it didn't release a new iPhone. Today's launch is being held online, the last month's reveal, and Apple's developer conference in June. It was held by a broadcast like today. So 6 p.m. UK time, you can catch that. Central African time will be coming in. We'll update you later. You can follow it live with Sky News, but what to expect on new watches. The firm is set to unveil 4 devices in the 3 different sizes in the iPhone 12 range. They are rumored to include a super fast 5G wireless connectivity for the first time, with the models going on sale on the 23rd of October 2020. The smallest device is expected to have a 5.4-inch screen. 2 will measure 6.1 inches, and the biggest will have a mammoth of 6.7-inch display. So all these will be revealed there. So they're just giving us a snippet of what we can expect. And obviously by these inches they're giving us, people are very skeptical of exactly what's and how it actually works, but we will see and find out more so that we update you by tomorrow. So that was the news for the top of the hour, and you guys are still tuned in to ilovemarvel.live with myself, Wona, the great Wona Makungwane, for the news, and back to the Marvel Rush with Siyo Mali. Ad, please.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
celebrating queers.
Queers,
all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Kindly hosted by I Love Melville.live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fatsy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
And we're back. We are live. sorry about that. I just started speaking when the ad was
excitement,
still going on.
Shamam. When
I'm
you're having a great
excited.
show,
I'm
you just
excited.
like, yeah.
It is the Melville Rush with Siyo, Molly, and
Wona
Wona
the Great. The greatest. He's still in
here.
here, and the crowd goes, ooh.
The time is 6 minutes past 2 p.m. and we're still continuing. You know, we are going into when is the right time to get
married. You, Aishan. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
You know, I think for me is the 5 W's, the 4 W's
Okay,
rather,
there's 4 W's.
and H. So this is a term we use in journalism. The 4 W's: who, what, when, where, how.
Okay.
I think it's very applicable here.
Okay. Tell me about it. Talk to me.
Okay. So what? Who or what? Who are you getting married to?
Okay.
What are you putting yourself in?
Okay.
You know, sometimes when we get married, you know, or want to go into marriage, we don't really look at our partner's history.
We do, and you have to. Guys.
We don't go into our partner's
also,
your partner's
medical
history
as well is very important.
You kind of need to know, like,
medical
everything.
Yes. I know medical history is very important. You have to know, do they have cancer in the family? What do they, because cancer goes
hereditary
down,
sometimes.
So you need to know all of those things.
You need to know if there's like a dwarfism going on. You need to know if there's, Down syndrome. You need to know so that you can also prepare yourself as a parent.
When it comes to you, you're not shocked and like, how?
Yeah, I think more than the shock, sometimes you get overwhelmed because maybe in your family you haven't experienced that, and now having to raise a child. Some people get very suicidal when it comes to that. So you kind of need to know who or what you are dealing with.
Okay.
If the person comes from an abusive background, you know that there could be a chance, God forbid, but there could be a chance this person can act all crazy on me, and like I said this one time, guys, and I repeat it every time, when someone shows you who they are or tells you that, either I'm crazy, I'll beat you, you believe them once and you run.
Yes, you have to.
Believe them once, because now when that comes out 20 years later, you're just like, no, but I never knew them like this. But the person said so before, whether they said in joking, in groove. Be attentive when people listen to understand.
Yes,
don't listen to hear or listen to answer. That is what it.
And you have to run with both feet. Baleka, sister.
Baleka. Genyawo zombie. I like that. Anyway, then now we go into.
So
it's a who or what?
Who and what?
When.
The third one is when.
When.
Okay.
Before we go to where. So who or what is like the first and the second. So now when do you meet this person? What point in their life do you meet them? It's very crucial because if you, for instance, to give you an example, if I was like a crazy, depressed lady right now, I wouldn't want you to meet me now.
No, don't. Okay,
I will recover. Come back to me after 2 years.
When you meet the question is when you meet
or
this
if you
person,
met
have
me,
they healed?
Have they healed?
Whatever? Are they financially stable? Are they stable? Are they emotionally stable?
Are they there?
Spiritually, physically stable?
Where are they?
Where are they in life?
When which part of their life, and this also ties up with where you meet them sometimes. Because sometimes where you meet someone, it will kind of give you a background
of who they are.
Not necessarily, because I can meet someone at a strip club, a guy, but they were there for a bachelor party and maybe he was ambushed to go there. But now my thing is, when I one day catch him at the strip club again, that's going to be like a thing that will make me think back. But I met this guy so maybe he was behind the people organizing.
Yes.
He initiated it. They bid onto the topic, and so it's his thing. When I'm not looking, that's what he's doing.
He's at the strip club.
Yeah, so it's crucial when in their life you met them, where were they in
Yeah.
terms of,
What are they doing with their lives?
and then it comes to Ilendo where did you meet a person? If you meet a girl in a club, sometimes doesn't necessarily mean that you can't convert the
or it
they
doesn't
usually
actually
say,
mean she's a party girl. Maybe it was the first time there, or maybe she hasn't been to a club
or
in
maybe
6
she could
months.
be.
Maybe she could be
Or
a
maybe
party
she
girl.
could be. But she's remembering her roots.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But when it comes to where, I just want to touch on something, the way you're coming with it, there's a positive and negative. There are two sides to every situation. We said this earlier. Well, I can say one thing, I used to be an extremely big party girl.
Okay.
But, there was a point where we sat as a group and people said, out of everyone here, who do you think would be a mother first? Who do you think could mother a child? And obviously, I even didn't count myself there. But guess what? Back at the ranch, I got a beautiful, healthy daughter. So sometimes life does not work the way we think it does, or the way we sometimes predict. It can just switch up on you. It just made me, maybe I was just going to go to the biggest and the most extreme party ever, and I would have lost myself, and it wouldn't be one of the grades, blah 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 blah.
Also, back to when and where you meet your person. You can meet them in marriage, and then I'm gonna say, how you meet them is how you're gonna lose.
So, Mom, were you watching Married at First Sight yesterday? I'm just asking for a friend.
No.
Okay. Meet them in marriage. Please explain to me. Explain to us.
I meet Wona.
Yes.
Wona is in a marriage.
With kids.
And I pull Wona out of that.
And you receive it. I received it before blessing him.
I'll make an example.
I understand.
So I'm here, I'm meeting you. I'm in love with you. Love at first sight. But you are in a marriage. How am I going to lose you? The exact same way.
Same B.
I'm pulling you away from that, and we do something about us. We do something.
That's like side chicks, side guys, subu. That's a topic for another day, so that one. But I understand when you say when is the. It is, and it's quite relevant when it comes to this, because when is the right time to get married? Because you could be dealing with two men, or you could be a male dealing with two girls. Now you can't really take a decision, even though the other one is a vet in your life, veteran who's been there through since. And then the other one just mafigizol. Now what must happen?
Sure.
There must be someone there who's going to be a mad woman there. But this is where now it ties up with knowing yourself as well.
Definitely.
Patience is a virtue. Don't see your friends.
How you meet the person?
Yeah, we're gonna touch on that. I'm saying, don't you think now, the patience is a virtue comes into play, because now you were rushing because you see your friends posting.
You see everyone getting married. Now you rush, and next thing it doesn't
work out. It's a problem.
Next thing it lasts for 3 days?
It's a problem.
It lasts for 6 months. It doesn't even get to 5 years. Because you were rushing into it.
Okay.
Everyone's getting married.
I don't wish that upon my life, but we live and we learn, guys. Moving right along to how
you meet your person.
How you meet your person. So sometimes we are introduced to our partners through someone else.
Definitely, yes.
We meet them through our best friends. That's the most dangerous one, because now when the best friend sees that it's like it's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice.
It's not gonna be nice.
And plus, best friends like to spend each other. You're gonna be my best friend, my guy. If you're my guy, you are my best friend.
And now
my friends are the people you know.
Together is gonna want to be in your business, because she or he feels like I put you guys together. So
I'm telling a referee. No referee, please. No. For me, when it comes to that, Chamam, there mustn't be a mediator.
They shouldn't.
Because when we meet, it must just be me and you, so that when we break up or when we move forward, get married, it's just me and you.
Yeah.
And that altar. because that's where we get
people. There's not
ayingenwa abantu babili ayingenwa mntase. And you know, there was this one wedding I went to. So, you know, in other cultures, before a bride gets married or whatever, they usually have a ceremony called, in our culture, it's called amabas. So you come give the bride, you know, the elders that are married, vets in the game, they come and give you, you know, wedding advice. They tell you this and that to do, yeah, in the marriage. So, you know, when it comes down to Londo, this lady was like, a marriage, even when you're looking to go to it, you must just watch yourself. It's like a mouth.
Okay.
The mother and the father, which is the husband and the wife. The husband is the mouth. The wife is the saliva. When you have kids, it's the teeth and the tongue.
Yeah.
So when the teeth bite the tongue, the saliva, it means everything. But the mouth, it's closed up by the lips, which is the head of the house, which is considered as the husband. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That was a very deep comparison, but it's true. So they say you shouldn't come and complain by the aunts, you know, which is the nose or the eyes. The mouth is not connected to the eyes. It's not connected to the nose. The ears, the aunties, the uncles, the friends. No. It's not. Everything is kept in here. That's why they always say, close your mouth if you don't have anything to say.
All right.
It's like that. So for me, that really...
That's a powerful one. That's a powerful
It hit me just like it hit you now. It was just like, I nearly died. I wasn't married. Because, wow, these dimples of my aunts. I love you guys. It's a lot.
You don't involve yourself in people's things.
That's my thing. In the abantu babini, ayingenwa at all. So, you know, when we go into things like this and you commit yourself, you're not only committing yourself with just your partner as well. Whoever you guys believe in.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
Like your God, your Allah, whoever you believe in.
You're bringing that person, that thing into the relationship.
Do you understand? So, you know, you need to definitely know your partner. And I mean, right here on Business Insider, our source, it says researchers found that the right amount of time to date before getting married is not as long as you usually think. You know, a study found that waiting a bit to get married can decrease the likelihood of you getting divorced. Specifically, waiting for like 3 years or more decreases the likelihood of divorce by 50%. That is a lot, and I feel like it's the right amount. It's definitely the right amount. And you know sometimes we tend to get these pressures. The pressures must not get to you, because those people will not be there with your husband 40 years down when you want to drag him into a pool. I know I would. I'm joking. I wouldn't drive him in a pool, but I just don't want to, paint that separation picture, for my kids.
Yes.
And
it's important to get to know your person before you guys get. If it means being together for 7 years, it's fine. As long as you guys
be together, as long
as you guys are together, that okay, when we are going into marriage.
Yeah. And that's a go together.
Don't let people say, 7 years is a lot.
Johnny. Okay, but we mustn't get to 10, chum.
I can't. What do you want from me?
This is where exactly. This all ties up with our topic of today. You need to kind of know yourself. Patience is a virtue.
Definitely.
Because now, if you know yourself, the person that you will attract, you can't attract. If you want kids, you can't attract someone who does not want kids. You don't want to get in there and be like, but we've been trying, Candy. The person went to go and close their tubes a long time ago.
Or is using something.
Yes, that's selfish. You also need to know.
Someone, if you want to get married to the person, they must know that you want to get married today.
Expectations.
Yes.
I don't want to be your life partner.
No.
I don't want to just be a spouse.
What is a life partner?
Oprah's doing it. Get out of here, please.
No.
Get out of here, man. And I'm considering.
Sign. I want us to sign.
And I will not sign as a ceremony, but it's a partner. Yes. It's just, sometimes it also just tests you how much you love and you are there for the person. Yes, I want to buy a ring. Oprah wears a ring now, guys. Other people that are in partnerships, they wear rings. But I guess that one, but I can consider, I come from a religious background.
Yes.
That's, everyone has gone through the whole marriage thing and stuff. It has been like that, So for me, I will see what the future has in store. For now, to focus on my work. I'm married to my work.
Definitely.
I'm married to my
career,
dreams.
To the career.
Seeing, manifesting.
Push that first and then meet someone when you've settled down. But okay.
I feel like that person will come along.
Yeah, when the time is right.
Patience is a virtue. Trust the process, Mtana. Yeah, I like this topic today.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. And the experts say, it decreases, the chances. So don't think that because he hasn't proposed to you 2 weeks later and your friend was proposed to 2 weeks later, don't succumb under pressure because you guys are not the same.
Wona's relationship.
Because it's
not the same.
Can't just come around like that, man. Yeah, so for me, that is definitely, and I love the way we treated this, also bringing the expert advice into that. But, the lasting things in terms of marriage and having grown up, being raised in a family, where I know that, my from my mother's side, my mother, is married. And then, having been raised also by my grandparents at the beginning, that were also those ones, honestly, they're like the cutest things ever. I've never seen that after like 45 plus years of being together, they go and hide themselves in the room. And I'm like, my queen, my king, I stay there. We don't want you now. I'm like, are we there now? Okay. Cute. Well, I'm out for the street. She came to the street. She shouted. I'm joking. But, also having seen single parents and having seen, other people come forward, I'm just like,
yeah.
Yo,
but the problem is now these marriages don't last. Look at your celebrities. How long was Ledro Kanyako married for?
That's a story for another day. It's very sensitive. It's very sensitive, that one.
10 days.
Yeah.
15 days. Something along
those lines. Kim Kardashian. How many weeks?
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, we still love the girl. We love her so much. But when it comes to this, honestly, those are the things to watch out for. I think we've unpacked them and we've related. I think people can relate with exactly, the way we've put it in the 4 W's and the age.
Yeah, and the age.
You will be fine. You will find, wait for that person. Patience is a virtue.
Trust the process.
Trust the process, then you'll flourish.
Yes,
Chaitan, guys, Chaitan. We want these outfits. Allah. What is that nice song we know by my brother that always my bullying. Yeah, so let's just maybe just give you some short celebrity news before we go to the bottom of the hour.
Yes.
Before we have to sign out, guys, it's been amazing.
It's been great.
It's always a nice time when we are.
What did Speedster say?
You are shame. DJ Speedster has taken some time out of his busy schedule to clear the air after he recently tweeted that Costa Teach has the best offering in 2020.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ Speedster calls Unnasty C's album
something.
That's That's streets.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. Speedster, who is known for always expressing his opinions and never mincing his words, despite receiving backlash from the masses, said Costa Titch has the best album in 2020. His tweet might have ruffled the feathers of Casper, who taught the wind of it. Imagine going again, we mentor. You like, I'm not Casper, Samangatela Matimon.
Was there any need? Was there any?
I'm just singing
Casper's album is
Sawangatela
whack.
Matimon. Sawangatela
Oh my
Sawakolela.
god! But the album, Casper's album is.
Any minute now.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? Because I'm ready.
No, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not saying anything bad. I mean, I haven't listened to it.
I will
but
go all Tuli
people are saying it's
Madonsela
good.
on you
No,
about
people are
Casper.
saying- People are saying it's good, so I don't understand why Speedster saying it's whack.
My thing is, sometimes you need to know yourself. This ties up with our know yourself.
Know yourself.
Know what type of music you listen to. Know what type of thing. Sometimes when you bring out something, not the into enhle, sometimes I turn wrong to wonke.
Definitely.
Not everyone will like a good thing. Or
It's for you.
yeah,
You
it's
said that
for-
earlier.
Yeah, so if it's good if it's not good for you, it's good for someone else.
Yes.
Even that term they throw around in our relationship, another man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm joking. I'm just trying to make myself feel better because I nearly got out like trash. Story of another day, Jamam. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to this, guys, let's not hate on each other.
Please,
Especially coming out of COVID, we can't be bashing each other.
Especially
every
now if
single
you're not- if you're
time.
in the same industry.
Silapa nagu COVID, guys, people are trying to get their guap, trying to secure their bag. You out there discrediting them. How, Sway?
No.
How?
Cannot. It was not cute. It was not cute.
Icon nice.
No, oh, Melello.
Mbume.
Hi, Siyo. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We are good. Thanks. Sorry, I was looking at my pooch.
It's so hot in the studio, though. Why?
See ya, Baba Nuts. We are hot.
Oh,
that's
you
because-
need-
yeah.
It's that
Yeah,
chakalaka. We are the chakalaka, chomam. All right.
Straight to an ad break.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville .live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
And with the news headlines at the bottom of the hour, Free State's farmer attacked, dozed with petrol during the lunch break. Parktown Boys High principal fired for charges related to camp where Enoch Mbianze died. And in international news, Donald Trump said he wants to kiss all the guys and the beautiful women at first rally since COVID-19 diagnosis. Well, for I Love Melville.live news, good afternoon, livers. I am Nompumelelo Kumbi. The time now is 2 minutes. Wait, no. The time now is 2:30. I will follow with the news bulletin at the top of the hour. For now, back to the final segment of the Melville Rush.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Currently hosted by I Love Melville .live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. Fancy City, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.
And we are live. We are back. Time to leave. We are so sad, but we're going to quickly recap. This is the Melville Rush. My name is Siyo Mali. I'm here with
Wona the greatest.
Yes, the time now is 31 minutes past 2. We are just going to do a quick recap. The quote of the day. Quote of the day was, everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. Today we've been saying patience is a
virtue.
Definitely.
Yes, my girl.
We spoke about Mini's baby boy. He's coming soon to the world, and his godmother is
Monkeys. Wow.
What are the do's and don'ts of makeup? And I truly enjoyed that. I don't know about you ladies, but I did enjoy that.
Guys, just know yourself. Then create your look. Then you'll flourish.
You will glow. You will flourish. We went on to about hair, afros, weaves, relaxed hair, braids.
Wona. I'll be flipping like this, Miguel.
Soon.
A nice location somewhere. Yeah. It's coming.
Soon. Celebrity news. Nike Music kicks Nandimbata out of his house.
Then rest. I'm joking. Guys, sort it out.
McDonald's getting divorced with his wife. Apparently, he is having an affair with Zandile Msutwa, his fellow actor. We don't know. He's still gonna find out about that. We went on to traditional food. We spoke about.
I want to go and get some jollof.
Yeah,
I want some jollof, please.
Our favorite traditional food, what I can cook, what we cannot cook.
What's your favorite food though? Well, you didn't tell us there.
My favorite food is pasta. I must say, anything with pasta. I love cooking it. I love eating it.
Oh, okay. I can't cook the jollof, but I love the jollof. I love me some. No, I do love cooking, but I'm one of those.
What do you love cooking?
There's this other king clip masala thing that I made. So it's like your fish with your potato with honey mustard mushrooms, and then you just put it in the oven and then go faggy cheese. I love cooking that. But you must catch me on a great day, because I don't confess that I like cooking. I'm one of those people that you can't really tell that she likes cooking. Lona, she's a socialite. I love cooking. It's one of my secrets, but
we went into when is the right time to get married.
With
the 4 W's and the
H.
Definitely the H.
Yeah, that was really, really interesting. And I love the way we just were also just connecting about that, because I mean we are women. Definitely. They expect us to get married soon. Again on. But you know what? I feel like we must never be pressured.
Never.
I think that even wherever God takes us, you are beautiful.
It's fine. Wherever God takes you, it's
fine. Beautiful. We'll wait for everyone, to come our way. We'll wait for our men to come our way, the ones who are gonna do right by us and do the right and bring me some bottle of water.
But it was a great show. I enjoyed myself.
I enjoyed it's always a good time.
We're just always having fun. I hope people are having fun out there when they're listening to our voices.
Yay! And and I hope everyone took some bits of something from all of this, because from the celebrity, everything though all leads to patience as a virtue.
Yes.
Know yourself.
Yeah,
the process.
Yes. And I want to say, guys, we're always gonna say this. Know yourself.
Zazi.
We are always gonna say this.
What does that show? Zazi said. Then someone comes, but they don't know themselves. You're like,
wasn't that.
Why are you coming? Why are you coming?
Yeah.
Why are you coming now saying you can dance, but you can't? You must know your talent. You must know your God-given gifts.
You can't be wasting our time.
Please don't.
You can't.
Please don't.
You can't be wasting.
Otherwise, so Goa, guys. And Sanu Goa, man. We're always here for you. If you don't have a buddy, or you don't know of, someone else who can maybe relate to you, I think this is what the Melville Rush is about. During your lunchtime, unwind, the morning was hectic. So we are here for you. We're here to cater.
here for
Check us
you. We
out
are
on
here to
social
make you
media
laugh.
platforms.
We
You
are
know,
here to make you smile.
I love Marvel.live has your back. The Marvel Rush Show with the girls.
Yeah.
See ya. Mali.
I don't like that song.
It's about Will.
We're gonna talk about
And Wona the Great, guys. It's been great.
It's been
been amazing. Thank you so much for being in my life.
Yes.
In our show, we thank our producer. We love you a lot, Katsi. Can you just come and give us your lasting words? Please, can you come in and just give us what's you? But I'm not gonna appear. That's fine.
It's fine. We just
You
want
want
to
to
hear
stay
the voice.
anonymous. He wants to stay anonymous.
Thank you guys for the great job that you are doing, guys.
Yes.
I'm very
We
proud
are grateful
of you.
for you,
I'm very
Steezy.
proud of you. I'm working with, you know what, powerful women.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's it for today. That's it for this Tuesday.
Otherwise, catch us tomorrow, same time, same place, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., giving you the greatest and the latest of what is on the rush hour. Otherwise, from us, peace and love. Enjoy the rest of Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Homo Show.
Yeah, and we are in Pride Month.
We are in Pride Month, and tonight
Celebrating queers.
Queers,
And all
queers.
that is queer.
So we're doing a fundraiser on the 29th of October. Kindly hosted by I Love Melville.live, and there's sponsored food and drink.
Entertainment.
We've got the Avalon Quartet. We've got the Mamas.
Lilo's going to perform.
And Robert Whitehead. That's his city, I tell you. There was everybody everywhere.